last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And the starting group for Chicago. Giddey is the 1, with White by his side at the 2. Buzelis out there with Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for Milwaukee, Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Rollins in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Buzelis. Well, Stan, I know you love the numbers. What they're telling us tonight, these teams can shoot it.
Yeah, it's 2 of the best in the league from beyond the arc. They've got great spacing, and I like that they're always looking for a better shot on the perimeter.
And then Portis with the dunk.
Plenty of power behind that move from Portis. He likes hammering it down with as much authority as possible.
There's a screen. Here's Giddey. And they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Prince. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Just 5 to shoot. Rollins passes to Antetokounmpo. Chicago with a rebound. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Now here's Vucevic. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Miami.
Yeah, and how about his work on the defensive side, swatting away several shot attempts.
Antetokounmpo with it. Giddey defends. Vucevic with a steal. Dosunmu outside. Pass to Giddey. Back to Dosunmu. Three-pointer, Buzelis. It's hauled in by Portis.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Here's Rollins. From outside the arc. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Well, Stan, how about Bucks coach Doc Rivers? This season has moved into 6th on the all-time wins list.
Well, B.A., an amazing accomplishment for Doc Rivers passing George Karl. And within reach now of 4th all-time if he can stay at it a little longer.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide-open man.
To the middle. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Rollins. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
White finds Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. Antetokounmpo covering. Picked by Vucevic. Dosunmu for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Portis. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Prince. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Here's Rollins. No points yet. Dosunmu outside. Here's Buzelis. Outside White. This one for 3. Knocks down the triple. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Bulls leading by 8. Giddey with it. Coming off a 28-point game against Miami. Here's Vucevic, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Here's Antetokounmpo. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Dribble moves shouldn't be that easy for a player with Giannis's length. They should make them illegal.
White looking it over. Outside Giddey. Launches it. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Coming into this, having knots to win against Boston in their last game.
And that was a close one, but they played a solid brand of basketball and earned the win.
And it's cleared by Vucevic.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Stan, when you look at Josh Giddey's game, how would you best describe it?
Well, B.A., he's a triple-double threat. Taller playmaker, sees the floor well, can rebound. I love his versatility.
That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
Well, you can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
That one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got his second bucket on the night.
And Giannis can look like he's made of steel the way he ignores contact. Are we sure this man is human?
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass to Buzelis. With the floater. Antetokounmpo with the block. And they get it back for 3. The shot by Buzelis no good. The Bucks trail by 8. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Well, when it comes to getting the ball in the open floor, no one is more dangerous than Giannis.
Here's Giddey, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Now White. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter here. Clock at 4. Picked his pocket. The 3 from Prince. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Chicago ahead, up 6. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter. quarter action is where we are. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's Rollins in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Pass to Portis. And here is Antetokounmpo. Now here's Portis. Good! And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Portis has gotten his second bucket.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Here's Rollins. Sinks the tray. Rollins has got his first 3 points of the game.
One of the best playmakers in the game. Giannis with the assist. He can pile those up.
Here's Williams. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds in the game. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, there was a bit of uncertainty over the summer about whether the Bulls would stick with Billy Donovan or not. He also received some interest from the Knicks, but that was cleared up when the organization chose to extend him on a multi-year deal. It cements his role with the team as they continue to build. Guys, the Bulls have committed to Billy Donovan for the long haul.
He knows his stuff. Shams, thank you. Pass to Rollins. The 3 knocks down the long J. Rollins has got 6 here in the quarter.
After hitting 0 threes in the first half, he's got a couple now. You can see the confidence building.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Some changes for Chicago. Ellis has checked in for Williams. Dosunmu comes in for Okoro. And it's Josh Giddey in for Herder. Now here's Giddey. To halt the run. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Hey, that's an aggressive move by Giddey. You love to see it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, guys. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back to you, B.A.
All right, Allie, thank you. Now here's Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. Jones from outside. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Ooh, and a fast break for Chicago. Porter with the steal. Antetokounmpo against Giddey. Antetokounmpo inside. Oh, Giannis, a rim rocker.
You could see that coming. Giannis not to be denied, especially at the rim.
The Bulls have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Outside Giddey. Puts the move on. Prince grabs the miss.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Dosunmu outside. Jones feels it out. Here's Buzelis. Uses the glass on the layup. Buzelis has got 8.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Antetokounmpo inside. Prince with the bucket.
Well, smart play by Giannis. He knows he's pulling the defense in on him, so he moves it back out.
The Bulls trail by 5. Throughout his career, Taurean Prince has continued to prove himself as a reliable 3-and-D wing.
Well, he's an athletic, strong, and confident swingman. And B.A., as long as he continues shooting it well from deep and locking guys up, he's going to have a spot in this thing.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Vucevic, he's checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Jones. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Rebound, Milwaukee.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. Fires the three. And he stays with it. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince from downtown. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got 6 assists here tonight. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Trailing by 8. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
And here is Antetokounmpo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. And it's Giddey missing. Here's Milwaukee. They're on an 18-6 run. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Here's Buzelis. Antetokounmpo covering to the inside. Here's Dosunmu bearing his second of 3 attempts.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Antetokounmpo drives in. Outside for Porter. Back to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. Buzelis grabs the board.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Porter. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Boston.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's White. It's a 5-point game. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. White's got 4 points this quarter.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. And here's Porter outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. To the paint. Here's Buzelis. And he jams it home with authority.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Antetokounmpo. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bucks ahead, up by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter